When we are going to discuss the sketching of the parabola, these are the things that you're going to consider. Okay? Number one, locate, if you can locate, immediately the focus. Number two, locate, if you can locate, immediately the vertex. Number three, if you locate these things, meaning to say, you can now determine the opening. Claro. So that, upon knowing now the opening, you can now decide of what to make use as your standard equation of the parabola. Okay? So, notice that we have in here the equation. In the equation, immediately, we can relate that one or compare this one to our equation now, the standard equation, which is x minus h raised to the second power. That is 4p multiplied by y minus k. Okay? Why? It is because, you notice, if you remember our circle is has a standard equation of, at least we make use of 2. Ano yung mga standard equation na? What are the standard equation we have in the circle? We have x minus h raised to 2 plus y minus k raised to 2. That is r raised to 2. We use this one if the location of the center is at any point. Okay? Any point. But you will notice when our parabola or our center is located at the point of origin, now you notice that one of our standard equation for the circle is the same as x raised to 2 plus y raised to 2, and that is r raised to 2. And that is applicable in here. Meaning to say, if you see that there is no value for h and y, you see that you do not have the value of h and y, h and k, I should say, meaning to say, the vertex of the parabola is located at the very point of origin of the Cartesian plane. Klaro tayo? Okay? Meaning, our vertex in here can immediately be determined. What is the vertex? 0 and 0. Okay? Now, notice that our equation or our 4p, which correspond to this one, is 8. Meaning, positive 8. You can now consider what? Opening. Anong opening? Upward. Opening is upward. Now, upward. Now, you notice, those things that I gave a while back is not really, it doesn't matter where is the one that must be prioritized. Okay? Meaning to say, if you can immediately have them, then have them. So you notice, we have the opening that is upward, we have the vertex that is upward. Now what about the next? We make use now, or we solve now for the, what? Ano nang next? Focus. Okay? Now, how do we get for the focus? Or how do we determine the focus? Again, the focus will always be determined by the measure of the P. Now what is that P? That is the line segment coming from the vertex going to the focus. Tama ba? Okay. Now, and so, in here now, we need to determine the value of P because we do not have that one in the problem. Do we have? There is none. So what are you going to do? Get the measure of the standard measure of the latus rectum. What is the measure of the latus rectum? We have 4p. And where is that? Equate to the what? Numerical coefficient of your y or x, if that is possible. But in here, y. So equate to the numerical coefficient of the y. And that is actually the measure of the latus rectum. How is that? Let's try to have. That is 4. Now, having now this one, that is a time now, we can have now the value of p divided by, bakit 4? That must be 8. And so that must be what? P now is 2. P now is 2. Wait. So our P is 2. Now, we have the vertex, we have the opening, get that? And so, we have the, that is the same as the P, which is positive. Meaning to say, we are now ready to locate the focus of the, what? The parabola. Where is that? If this is our vertex, that is our vertex, 0 and 0. Now, what about the P? That is above, because that is upward, above the vertex. So that is 0, 1, 2. So located in here. Now, this will be now your focus. Now, what would be the focus? That is 0 and 0 and 2. 0 and 2. So we have now the vertex and the focus. Now, what would be the next? Definitely, what is the measure of the latus rectum? To get the what? To get the end points. Okay? Now, I have said a while back that one of the side of the parabola is 2p. Okay? One of the side of the latus rectum has a measure of 2p. And so, with that, we can immediately compute for the actual measure of the latus rectum. Okay? Now, how is that? Let's try to have latus rectum. Okay? For the latus rectum now, you notice, one by one ang gagawin natin, the half, only the half. What is the half of the latus rectum? 2p. But what is p? 2. So that is the same as 2 multiplied by 2. So we have now 4. Meaning, half of the latus rectum has a measure of 4. Okay? What did we say last time? The measure of this one is twice the half of the latus rectum. Ayan o. The measure of this P is twice the measure of the half of the latus rectum. So from this point, you count 4 units. So meaning, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is that? It is in here. That's the point. Well, it will follow at the other side. That is the same as what? It is in here. Okay? So what must be now the endpoint of the latus rectum? Ano nang endpoint natin? We have 4 and 2. How about here? Negative 4 and 2. Okay? So that must be the endpoint. That's the time you're going now to connect. Draw now your parabola. Okay? So our parabola so that must be our parabola. And we are now ready to locate the latus rectum. Okay. That must be our latus rectum. The measure of this one must be equal to the measure of the line segment from the point on the circle going to the directrix. Okay? Meaning, we have now the directrix. Yeah. We have in here, this must be equal to that, this part must be equal to that one. And what would be now our directrix? Directrix, that is the same as y is, ano yan? Y is equal to negative 2. Okay? Negative 2.